Hey, what's going on everybody? Badger DIY back here again, and today this is something a little bit different. This right here is the Anbernic RGDS. Now, this is not the best TV in the world. It's not meant to replace your living room setup, but what it is, well, it's something generally interesting. We're talking about the dual screen handheld inspired by the Nintendo DS, running Android with modern features like save states, fast forward, and even the ability to run media apps like Jellyfin. It's powered by the RK3568, so expectation needs to be realistic. Higher-end 3D games can struggle, but for DS, retro systems, and some light extras, this thing actually makes a lot of sense. And at around $95 to $110, depending where you buy it, this might be just the most unique budget handhelds out there. Straight out of the box, here's what you get. First up, the Anbernic RG DS itself. We also get the stylus pen, two screens protector, and a USB-C to USB-A cable for charging and data transfer. And basically that's it. Now, I'll be honest, I probably won't use the stylus all the time, but it's definitely nice to have it included. And if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. Taking a closer look at the RGDS, we got dual 4-inch IPS touchscreens. On the side, you'll find the volume controls and the power button. And around the back, we got two USB-C ports, one for charging and data, and one for the OTG. There's also a micro SD card slot. I got a 256 gigs card installed, but it does support up to 2 terabytes. We also get a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is always good to see. And let me tell you, the L1 and R1 triggers are surprisingly clicky, and overall the device feels solid in the hand. The D-pad and thumbsticks are very comfortable, though they are on the small side for my taste. We got A, B, X, Y buttons, the RG button, very similar to other Anbernic devices. Brightness can be adjusted independently on both screens, and everything here is fully touch enabled. The included style is pretty basic, rubber knob with a disc tip. It doesn't store inside the device, and yeah, it can get lost. Some people would definitely prefer aftermarket styluses, but honestly, I'm glad Anbernic included one. For DES games especially, it's actually really handy to have. Before going any further, let's quickly go over the specs. The Anbernic RG DS runs Android 14, powered by the Rock chip RK3568 with 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of internal storage, expandable via micro SD. You get two 4-inch 640 by 480 IPS touchscreens, a 4000 mAh battery, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.2, and full stylus support. This isn't designed for heavy Android gaming, it's clearly focused on retro emulation, especially Nintendo DS. Media-wise, this will not replace your TV, but it is interesting. I installed Jellyfin, connected to my media server, paired the Fire Stick remote via Bluetooth, and everything works surprisingly well. Navigation is smooth, volume controls work perfectly, and playback is stable. There is no Play Store included, mainly because we're dealing with limited resources here. But using F-Droid, I installed a lightweight YouTube alternative, and playback is smooth, no stuttering at all. The stock Anbernic front end is actually pretty good, but if you want something different, you can install another launcher. I went with console launcher, and honestly, it makes both screens pop. One thing I noticed though, sometimes the second screen stays stuck when exiting apps, but that is an easy fix. Just select the top screen and hit the back button. You can also pair external controllers. Bluetooth works fine, or you can use a USB-C adapter. I'm using the Easiest MX X05 with its USB dongle, and I can say it works perfectly. Starting with PS1, Crash Bandicoot 2 runs great. Solid performance, it's smooth gameplay, and no issue here at all. And 64 is also surprisingly solid. Donkey Kong Racing runs well, and performance is very playable. Now PSP is where things get tricky. I tried pushing this to 2x resolution and it's not playable at all. Even at 1x it does struggle. It does run, but it's not a great experience. Moving on to what this device is built for, Nintendo DS. Sonic Chronicles runs great, and this is where the stylus really shines. And now Sonic Rush takes full advantage of the dual screens. This is a really nice experience overall, and honestly where the RGDS feels most at home. And as for 3DS, lighter titles can work, but many won't. New Super Mario Bros. 2 it is playable, but expectation needs to be realistic. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. The Anbernic RG DS isn't for everyone, but if you're looking for budget dual screen handheld, focus on Nintendo DS and retro gaming, this is actually a pretty fun device. If you want to support the channel, you can do so by buying me a coffee on my coffee page, and of course by dropping a like and subscribing. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.